value bet.
Yeah, we've seen this from Zygmunt, though. We've seen the overbet.
Like 12,000, like a third of the pot. He's got to do one or the other to get this hand paid off. But I would think, knowing how Zygmunt plays, we're more likely to see
Bet 100,000.
We're more likely to see an overbet.
We knew it. You knew it was coming. You knew the overbet was coming. And Zygmunt does this with his bluffs. He does this with his made hands. It's one of the reasons he's so dangerous.
Speaking of overbets, there was 36,000 in this pot. Now there's 136,000. Wow. Of course, David Benjamin only has 43,000 left. I like it from Zygmunt's side of the felt.
Right. Effectively, the bet's only 43,000.
That's correct.
But it just looks so odd because most players go, you know, if you had a made hand, wouldn't you want to get paid off? That's the conventional thinking. Zygmunt goes the other way around and he goes, you know what? That's what you're thinking, so I'm going to do this instead.
Yep. He's definitely an unconventional player, but I'll tell you what, his style of play works. He could definitely be on a broken flush draw right here. He could have a club draw. David Benjamin might try to make a hero call here.
He could have 6 high. He could have 5-6. I mean, you think of all the hands he could have right now.
Easily could be on a bluff. I think there's actually over 50% chance that David Benjamin's going to pay this off. And I can't say that if I'm David Benjamin that I fault him exactly. It's kind of a tough spot. I bet David Benjamin wishes he didn't make that turn bet, because the turn bet is what's really got him in a perplexed state right now.
Ivy watching on. There's the call.
Yep.
There's the call from Benjamin.
I thought he might get paid off here, and he does.
Full house.
And I think Benjamin knew it. Benjamin said, you know what, you got a monster or you got nothing at all.
It had to be one or the other. Yeah. I can't really fault David Benjamin for that.
Huge pot. And it goes to Zygmunt, 122,800.
Nice hand. Thanks.
And Benjamin's going to have to rebuy. He has been felted. And he makes the signal. And is that for 100,000 or 1 million? You never know with David Benjamin.
Yeah, with this crowd, you never know.
David Benjamin down 100,000. Patrick Antonius down 93.8. Oberstad up 30,000. Our big winner, Tom Dwan, up 106,000. Zygmunt still down 48,000. But remember, at one point, he was down 110,000. And we talked about it earlier. He's really starting to get a feel for this table now.
He's going to take swings. His style of play is going to cause swings for himself and whoever's playing a pot against him. He's an uber-aggressive opponent, and his style of play fits this game very well.
Welcome back to the FullTiltPoker.com $1 Million Cash Game. Benjamin, Ivy, Antonius, Oberstad, Zygmunt, Dwan. Benjamin down $100,000. He has rebought for another $100,000.
Raise 2,000.
We get a raise from Antonius with 6 deuce.
Pass.
Did he say when I go out?
Cool.
Zygmunt's going to call with the 9s.
Cool.
And we're starting to get some bigger, deeper stacks at this table. Zygmunt with $250,000. Dwan with over 200,000.
Cool.
Ivy with 164,000.
Well, as we suspected, this game would play bigger and bigger, and it's starting to already.
It's getting there.
Deuce, Jack.
Four-handed. Jack, 4, deuce, rainbow.
Open and straight draw for Tom Dwan.
Check.
Bottom pair for Patrick Antonius.
9s right now are ahead.
6,000. Cool.
Yeah, I suspect we'll see a call here from Tom Dwan, an open and straight draw.
Yeah, I'd like to see at least one club out there, but even without the club, it's a rainbow board, and he's got to draw to the nuts.
Well, plus, he's already got another caller, so he's getting, good pot odds.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, he's getting more than 3-1, and we talked about implied odds already, so he's getting more than 3-1 already, plus implied odds.
That's correct.
He's also got to think in a raised pot, if he were to hit his hand with an ace, there's a good chance maybe the ace hits somebody else.
Yeah, absolutely. So if he hits one end of this hand, there's a good chance he's going to get paid off in his mind.
Right, obviously, we can see that nobody has an ace. Now, there's one way to play this hand by calling. The other way
21-6.
21,600.
is by raising. It's a strong semi-bluff. And do you like it?
You know, against these other two opponents, I don't mind it at all. Patrick Antonius is so aggressive. Zygmunt, so aggressive. I like it. I like it. Fight aggression with aggression.
You know, it's funny, against players that are a little bit more predictable, like a Mattisau or a Chris Ferguson, sometimes you want to make that call, because if you make that call, if you hit your hand, your opponent's actually more likely to have something that will pay you off. In this case, though, these guys don't necessarily have anything, and we can see that Antonius only had 6 deuce.
Well, in addition to that, Zygmunt makes this call. He's the kind of player that can make these type of calls. So, but that was gin for Tom Dwan.
By the way, if Antonius had made that call, if Tom Dwan had just smooth called that and not made the raise, Antonius would have had 2 pair.
Yeah, he could have won a really big pot here.
Could have been a monster.
Of course, there's already 58,000 plus in this pot, so I guess it's already a pretty big pot.
Yeah, it is.
This is actually a spot where I might check, hoping that Zygmunt would lead here. Knowing Tom Dwan, though, he's not much of a checker. I think he's going to lead at this pot. 35K, probably.
Strong semi-bluff from Tom Dwan. And when you're semi-bluffing, you're kind of hoping you're going to take it down right then and there. But if you don't take it down, you've still got outs. He's hit one of his outs.
Check.
Oh, and he does check it. I like it. I like it a lot. Even though I think we'll see Zygmunt check back to him, it could lead to a payoff on the river.
Dwan almost makes it look like he was making a move, and now once he gets called, he's shutting down.
Absolutely.
So tricky.
I like it.
Looks like he's still going to get...
the ever-aggressive Zygmunt. Wow, he's reaching for chips. Well, right now, Zygmunt's thinking about betting to protect his hand. He thinks the 9s are good. He really does believe he has the best hand.
Interesting play here. Zygmunt going to bet.
39,000.
39,000 from Zygmunt.
He's
Well,
not
easy
gonna-
come for easy go, because we can see that Zygmunt has 0% chance of winning this pot. Action back to Dwan. Pot nearly $100,000 already.
I mean, dramatic pause by Tom Dwan is, how much can I get paid off? How can I get more money, extract more money from Zygmunt?
Dwan with the nuts. Trying to figure out how to get paid.
I'm on.
Dwan's all in.
All in.
Dwan's all in. And
Toss.
Zygmunt tosses it away. Quickly folds. Dwan must have really thought Zygmunt had a big hand.
He did. He thought he had top pair, minimum.
You play good, man. Very good.
I'm going to think for a second so I can set a fair line.
When a poker player starts talking about setting a fair line, it scares me every time.
Pass.
Really wants to get the best of it.
Raise 2,000.
Antonius makes the raise with 10-8 of clubs. Gap suited connector.
Pass.
Over to Oberstad.
$1.35. Who? You guys.
Oberstad, the youngest World Series of Poker bracelet winner at 18 years old.
No way.
You agree you should be laying, right?
Matter of fact, she couldn't even play in the World Series of Poker in Las Vegas because it's 21 to play there.
$1.15
Raise 6,500.
is more on the ball.
And a re-raise from Annette
Like
Oberstad with
bet small,
King 8 of diamonds.
Yeah,
That's
she
a
got-
position raise there.
I thought $1.15 was pretty close to the price.
I don't think it's that far off. I think it's, about 20 cents off. Maybe 19. I gotta
So
get
you're
that
saying
cent of value.
$1.35 is the right price that you're saying?
Maybe $1.34, but I want to make a cent of
Oh,
value.
come on,
so-
you're trying to steal from us, man.
Trying to steal from us.
3 King 4.
An interesting flop here. Top pair for Annette Oberstad and a flush draw
Check.
for Patrick Antonius.
Pot just under $15,000.
I think that's pretty fair. What do you think the fair
What are
price
you
is
going
for
to
you
let
and
you,
Mikey?
you against the net?
Dollar
I'm gonna make a
$1.10,
bet. I'm gonna take a net.
$1.05?
I'm going to take a net against you.
No, you're a favorite against me and him.
What are you going?
Don't look at me like that.
You're a favorite
You're
Where's
out of
those?
line. You're out of, that look was out of line.
You are a
9,000
favorite. You're a
bet
PLO
from
specialist.
Oberstad.
Annette,
What would
do
you
you
lay?
play PLO? Oh, she's in hand.
She doesn't.
She doesn't play PLO?
Yeah.
A little bit, but not much.
There you go. She saved me.